right? So I introduce a new expression. Now that I think about it. Now that I think about it. And this is because in this context, I believe that you didn't come across this suddenly, but rather you had thought about it and you came across it over a certain period of time. So I recommend now that I think about it. Now that I think about it. 생각해 보니까 이런 뜻이에요. Now that I think about it. What do you want to do? 영화 보러 가고 싶다는 생각이 드네요. And this is really simple. 뭐뭐 하고 싶다. I want to. 뭐뭐 하고 싶다. I want to라는 표현 많이 쓰죠? What do you want to do? 영화를 보러 가고 싶네요. Go watch a movie. Go watch a movie. 또는 go see a movie 라고도 하실 수 있습니다. So altogether you could say, now that I think about it, I want to go watch a movie. And what does she respond? 어떤 종류의 영화를 좋아하세요? This is really straightforward. 뭐뭐를 어떤 걸 좋아하세요? What kind of movies do you like? What kind of movies do you like? Really straightforward, right? You probably knew this. 어떤 과일을 좋아하세요? What kind of fruits do you like? Really easy, right? What kind of something something do you like? So one more time. What kind of movies do you like? And next sentence says, 저는 코미디 영화를 정말 좋아합니다. 저는 코미디 영화를 정말 좋아합니다. Now, comedy in English is comedy. So altogether, you could just call it, refer to as comedy. So just call it, I really like comedy. 저는 어떤 걸 정말 좋아해요. I really like blah, 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 right? So just input the word comedy in there. I really like comedy. I really like comedy. And how does he respond? 저도 코미디 영화를 좋아해요. You could just say, me too, me too. But to be a little bit more elaborate, you could say, I like comedy as well. I like comedy as well. 또는, I like comedy too. I like comedy too. It means the same thing, right? All right. Moving on to the next sentence. 지난주에 개봉한 짐 캐리 주연의 파퍼신의 펭귄들이라는 영화를 봤어요. Yes, I did. 제가 본 영화 중에서 가장 웃기는 영화였어요. Now, kindly enough, I want to divide the sentence into two, just because 지난주에 개봉한, 여기 나누고 또 짐 캐리 주연의 파퍼신의 펭귄들이라는 영화를 봤어요. I want to divide the sentence into two different parts, just because the Korean language is really good at being like 뭐뭐에, 뭐뭐한, 그러면 문장이 굉장히 길어져요, 영어로 번역했을 때. So I divide it into two sentences. So first off here. 짐 캐리 주연의 파퍼신의 펭귄들이란 영화를 봤어요. 뭐뭐를 보다 I saw what? Mr. Popper's Penguins starring Jim Carrey. Starring means 주연하는 또는 주연의 starring Jim Carrey. 자, 지난주에 개봉했다는 어떻게 말할까요? It came out 지난주 last week. It came out last week. Pretty straightforward, right? 그리고 제가 본 영화 중에서 가장 웃기는 영화였어요. Now I decided to connect these two, 2 and 2B, because I think they go side by side. It came out last week, and what? It was the funniest movie. 가장 웃기는 영화였어요. But of what? Of all the movies that you've seen in the past. So here, because you said it was, you want to use a past perfect tense. I had ever seen. 내가 본 영화 중에서 가장 웃겼다. And it was the funniest movie I had ever seen. Now, if we were to use a present perfect tense, of course, this would be is, and this would be have. Very straightforward, right? And he responds, 아, 그 영화! 트위터 타임라인에 보이는 시사회 감사평도 별이 5개로 평점이 아주 좋더군요. That's a very long sentence. But first off, 그 영화는 oh, that movie라고 하면 되죠. Oh, that movie 감탄사니까. The reviews on the Twitter timeline. 이거는 트위터 타임라인에 보이는 감사평. Now I skipped the word 시사회 here. Now this literally is reviews by those who previewed the film, right? But then because the sentence would be very long, I just refer to as the reviews. The review is very straightforward because I don't think there's a reason for me to be verbose here. The reviews on the Twitter timeline has what? Has also given the film 별이 5개로 평점이 아주 좋더군요. Now, one simple way to say it is good ratings. Good ratings. 좋은 평점. Good ratings라고 하죠. 근데 뭐로 좋은 평점을 줬죠? With 별 5개. How about I introduce a different expression to you? Because with is a really good way to say it too, but because I want to write 평점, I want to use a verb here. Averaging. Averaging at 별 5개. 5 stars. 5 stars. And the reason why you could use a with here, right? But because you're saying it's an average, I want to use a word here. Averaging at 5 stars. So altogether you could say, oh, that movie. The reviews on the Twitter timeline has also given the film good ratings, averaging at 5 stars. Averaging at 5 stars. Alright, he continues. 개인적으로 짐 캐리는 코미디의 천재라고 생각합니다. I think so as well. 자, 개인적으로는 영어로 personally라고 합니다. personally. 저는 뭐뭐라고 생각합니다. I think blah blah blah, right? And you think what? Jim Carrey